Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Miss Jessie, and I am the Children's Programmer at the Newport branch of the Campbell County Public Library, and today we are going to be making some fairy wands. I've got right here on this piece of paper, in case anybody needs to take a screenshot or wants to write it down. These are the things that we can use today. We want to emphasize using nature objects for our wands today, keeping it very earthy. Some things that you can use, but you don't have to use. You can use any stick of your choosing. That one might be non-negotiable. You kind of need something to make your wand with. You're also going to maybe want to use some paint if you'd like to add some color if your stick is not already colorful enough for you. You could use things like old jewelry as long as you have permission. You're going to need some glue or even tape, anything to help keep it stuck together. You could use some miscellaneous craft supplies, things like beads, paper, wire, anything you might have lying around the house that you think would make it look cool. And you can also try using nature. So right here you can see I have some leaves, and I'm going to show you how we can utilize that for our wand. So to get started, I opened my back door, I walked outside, and I grabbed a stick. I liked the way it looked, and I decided it was going to make a very fine fairy wand. But I think that maybe I would like to add a little bit more color. So I have here just a metallic coppery paint, and I'm not going to paint the entire stick. I think I just want to put color all over it. I think having color all around instead of painting the entire stick kind of almost makes it look a little magical and mysterious, maybe old. But I think whatever you end up deciding to do with your wand, however you want to paint it, is going to be magical. It's a fairy wand, how could it not be? So when I've painted this to my liking, I'm just going to give that a couple minutes to dry. It's acrylic paint, so it doesn't take very long, and then we can move on to the next fun step. Okay, so now that I've painted it, I'm going to move on to the rest of the decorating. So a glue option I wanted to show you guys is one that is made with rice. I didn't make mine quite like a paste like you're supposed to. It's a little thick, so I'm going to have to add some water as I go. But if you want to keep your fairy wands natural, this is a great substitute. All I did to get this rice glue was I overcooked it. And I just kept cooking it in the microwave and adding water and mashing it till I got this consistency. You're going to want it to be a little bit more wet because you want to be able to spread it on your stick. So I'm going to use this to start attaching some of my leaves. So I'm just getting that wet. I'm going to pick up a little piece of it, and I'm going to start spreading it. But you know what? I think my fingers are going to be the best tool for this. This is definitely a fun craft if you want to get your hands messy. So I'm going to spread that rice glue all over. And I'm going to take my leaf, and I think I'm going to kind of wrap it around a little bit. That extra off. If you go with this option, you are going to want to hold it to help keep it secure. So it's not like a regular glue, but it's sticky enough. And if you use this option, maybe if you guys are having rice for dinner that night, you save a little extra on the side for this project, you can feel a little bit less bad about having to throw it away when the time comes. So you can see where I did put it, it's holding quite nicely. I think I will just add a little bit more. So we need a strong wand. Can't have it breaking when you need to use it. So I've added on our leaf with the rice glue, and now, no thank you, Pippi, we are going to continue adding all of our magical bits and bobs. So I have this necklace that I don't wear anymore, and I thought it looked really fun and I wanted to use it on my wand somehow, and I think I'm going to use this pipe cleaner and these beads to help me decorate it as well. So let's see what happens if we just experiment and we put some beads on a pipe cleaner. Super great fine motor activity to let your little ones do if they are making the wand. So we'll get a couple of those on there, and I think we will start wrapping this. Pippi is helping. Oh, thank you, Pippi. Maybe let your glue dry a little bit more than me. I guess I got kind of impatient and thought it was ready. And in between, let's start wrapping our gold chain with our pipe cleaner, which is a lot harder to do on camera than I thought it would be. Maybe don't do this with a cat around as well. So you know what, I think I am actually going to pause the camera here, and with a little bit of video magic I'm gonna show you what it looks like after I've wrapped it. After wrapping it, this is the one that I've come up with. Wands are really simple and also kind of tricky if you stop to think about it. This didn't take me very long to make, but it's very much uniquely mine, just as all the wands you guys will be making will be uniquely yours. There is an element to creativity in making the wands that extends beyond the craft part of it. I would encourage parents or kids old enough that are watching this to think about a story that goes along with the wand. For example, what if you made your wand out of an old paintbrush? Are you a magical artist? Or what if you made it with a chopstick? Are you a magical chef? It's really easy to just throw some things on a stick and call it a wand. And even though that's perfectly acceptable, if that is what makes you happy, I think it's also fun to explore ideas when creating it, and bring another level of fun to what seems like a very simple craft. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it inspires you to go outside and really look at nature. Other things that I could have added to my wand but just weren't available in my backyard were tiny wildflowers. You could pick pine needles, leaves, anything, as long as you're being very responsible about it. Obviously, we want to save some of those nature items for the animals that need them, so be mindful if you're picking flowers, the type of flowers that you pick and how many you pick. Make sure you're not running into your neighbor's yard and taking anything of theirs, at least not without asking. And I hope that you guys make something really neat out of this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for another video. Bye!